Hey, what's happening in the UK? Britons could be stripped of their driving licenses under Rishi Sunaks' new national service plan. I mean, it's been happening in a few places all over Europe, Germany, but seriously? Hello and welcome back once again to another episode of Focus. And I think you might just be interested in this. Once again, Britons could be stripped of driving licenses under Rishi Sunak's national service plan. The measures have been met with criticism on social media. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has suggested that driving licenses could be removed from Britons if they refuse to take part in the new national service plan. As the general election gets ever closer, party leaders are setting out the objectives of their campaigns to try and win voters over. The Conservatives have confirmed its intention to reduce national service for 18-year-olds to reintroduce national service for 18-year-olds to help give young people the opportunities they deserve. Young people will be able to choose a competitive, full-time military placement over 12 months or spend the equivalent of 1 weekend a month or 25 days a year volunteering for the community. Speaking during a BBC Question Time special last night, Rishi Sunak was asked what the government would do to ensure people took part in the new national service plan. He responded that the government would set up a royal commission to assess the models in place around the world and see which measures would work best for the UK. Host Fiona Bruce pressured Sunak into hinting at what potential options were on the table for the government to deal with people who refuse to take part in the national service. The Prime Minister said, "You'll have a set of sanctions and incentives, and we'll look at the models that are existing around Europe and get the appropriate mix of those. There are a range of different options that exist. There are all sorts of things that people do across Europe, whether that's driving licenses or other access to finance, all sorts of things." Department for Transport data from 2021 found that around 3 million people between the ages of 16 and 25 in Great Britain hold a full driving license. This is a drop of around 350,000 compared to March 2020 and the lowest number of records since 2012. When there were 3.42 million full license holders. Apologies. While these figures were impacted by the coronavirus pandemic and the cost of living crisis, millions of young people would be affected by the Prime Minister's national service plan. Many on social media were also quick to challenge the Conservative plan to potentially take driving licenses away from people who refuse to take part in national service. Some suggested that Sunak was completely bonkers for suggesting that such measures, while others said nothing good is happening in the UK. One ex-user said, "Saying people may lose their driving licenses if they refuse national service only demonstrates how messed up our approach to road safety is in the UK. Again, treating loss of license like some fundamental right? Nuts." Speaking at the time of the national service announcement, Home Secretary James Cleverly confirmed that refusing the mandatory service would not lead to people being sent to prison. He told Sky News, however, that there's going to be no criminal sanctions related to the national service plan. And like I said, Earth is amazing. Every country to its own amazing craziness, I should say. But let's see how this plays out. If you're British, either you're wondering about yourself as a 18-year-old or younger, or you're a parent wondering about your children. Either way, this is concerning. But once again, this is life. And it's amazing. Like I said, take care. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Focus. Okay, so thanks for sticking around for another thoughts and facts section. And like I always say, our history is pretty vast and we're making it pretty fast. So I promise to keep it brief. But as I say, in the grand scheme of it all, what's a couple of minutes out of the millions of years of history we have? But anyway, like I said, I'll keep it brief. But 16 to 18-year-olds, mandatory service, or more or less mandatory service. Sanctions including losing a driving license or financial. I mean, he hasn't been very clear about what's going to happen. But what is clear is that millions of parents out there are going to be concerned for their children. I mean, from 16 to 18, it would make more plausible sense to train them from 18 and up. The only reason I'd say you say 16 is because you're actually expecting some kind of, how can I say this, call to arms. The need for soldiers will arise in the future. I mean, one of his pledges was that, or one of his statements was that he is the politician to lead the country now more than ever because the world is in such a dangerous time. Whether or not we do see war in the future, whether it be worldwide or in the UK, what this is or could be a stepping stone into conscription. Yes, at the beginning right now we do have options, and as always, none of this is set in stone. Everything's going to be under revision, what they can and cannot do, whether or not and who they can send. I mean, obviously at some point in the stage they're going to have to do some form of medical on each one of these individuals. They can't just apologies, send them in guns blazing, pardon the pun. But for parents, like I said, they would be concerned. But let's say, what about, I'm sorry, from my point of view, these children? Yes, 18, you're officially seen as an adult, and actually in the UK, I think from what I read, you're actually seen as an adult from the age of 16. No comment. But putting children as young as these ages through this form of rigorous training, yes, some may be built for it, some may be able to handle it, others may break, others may crumble, and others may not survive. And I know there's only been a few rare cases of cadets or trainees, Marines or National Guard or Reserves having lost their lives in the UK, in America, everywhere, has their own rituals, and I'm saying this with my fingers in the air quotes, as to how they condition their soldiers, whether or not it is the official guideline or playbook, or whether or not it's just what is, how you call it, tradition. Either way, the future outlook honestly is a little grim, and I actually agree with one of the statements one of these ex-users said. I think, what was it? It's crazy what's happening in the UK. I mean, it's a different kind of world we're living in, where you threaten to remove people's driving licenses if they don't go to military service. I mean, don't get me wrong, this for some people would be devastating depending on what their way of life is. Builder, carpenter, who knows? But many people need cars to transit from here to there. So yes, it could impact certain people heavily. Obviously not that many young people between the ages of 16 to 18 actually hold driving licenses, or let's say maybe can already afford to have a vehicle or to run a vehicle. Having it, let's say, is easy. Maintaining and running is a whole other story. But like I always said, Earth is amazing. Not just the people, not just the places, but what we have done with it, what we can do with it, and what we're going to do with it. And obviously, what we're doing to the people on it. It is truly amazing. What is the future going to look like? It's a real good question. Stay tuned for another episode, or join me once again, and we'll find out. Like I say, let no one spoil your day. Let no one disturb your zen. Carpe diem. Take care once again. And thanks for tuning in to another episode of Focus. For links to the articles, check out the episode description. If you want to leave a comment, check out the trailer description for the email address. For topics like these and more, check out future episodes. Like I said, the world is an amazing place. There's a lot going on, and sometimes we just need to take a moment to focus.